Hello there everybody, it's AJ here for the Mighty Glue Stick, and today I'm going to be reviewing a bunch of products that I got from Russia, from a little company called Tiny Furniture. And I got a bunch of products. I bought them all myself, so this is an honest review as usual. I generally review things that I've purchased, and I'm going to go one by one through the list and just show you what they are. So they're resin casts from original sculptures. I'll put some links in the description down below. Here we have some chairs. This is from the Round Tables with Drinks miniature tabletop furniture. And this is valued at $11 US for this whole set. And you'll see the value, the fine details here. I mean, look at the little, like the pasties on the tray here, and just the details, the knives and forks and all of the things on the tables. They come on basically half-turned barrels. This one's got different fare. It's got some fruit, some sort of a communal dish in the center there, some spices in a pouch, cups, tankards. Very, very cool. And there's some smaller tables as well in this set. So 4 chairs, and again, the upturned barrels, and these ones are more like single settings with some bottles and things. And one more. So yeah, definitely really good for your taverns and things like that. I'll try and get this to focus. Hang on, I'll just play with my camera as I go. See if I can get it to focus for you. Come on, camera. Almost there, almost. I'll just switch to manual, hang on. There we go. This one's got some Swiss cheese, and looks like a picture of a picture and maybe an apple on the table there. Really cool. Such fine detail. Oh, it's a candle. It's a candle on the table. Oh, that's going to be fun to paint. Okay. Next up, we've got the medieval bar. This was $12.50 US. And it comes in multiple parts, so you can assemble it how you want it. Oops, sorry. Try not to bump the camera. Such a noob at this. So it comes in individual segments, which can be placed together. Each one has got some little sliding couplings on the back there. All this beautiful wood grain. Nicely sculpted, designed. Really quite tidy. It's got a woman's touch. So nice. Smooth on the top. And essentially you just arrange these however you want to fit your terrain. I suppose you could glue them together if you really wanted to, but I don't see the need. You could also mount some magnets on these as well, pretty simply. And this is it's a little door that goes in the bar. Just you can slot it in anywhere. It's just one of those little swinging doors. Pretty simple, but just so well done. All the texture on it, just perfect. Takes paint really well. This is the same sort of resin that they use for casting Citadel miniatures and things like that. Pretty standard. So if you've painted any sort of plastic miniature before, you'll know what you're in for. It's not the same as the flexible vinyl of the Bones miniatures. It's more of a rigid resin plastic. Little bar stools. Simple, effective. Sit really well. Again, that fine detail. Just plonk them anywhere. Coming together. Starting to look like a regular tavern, right? But wait, there's more. Next up, we've got the Village Bakery set. And this is valued at $27 US. All comes unpainted. For obvious reasons, it would take so long to paint all these individual sets. This is, just outstanding. Look at the detail. It's even got little recipe notes and things on the walls. Just, that looks like somebody's just stepped away. Beautiful range hood there. Casseroles and things. And you'll see that the second piece of this slots nicely. This just, beautiful. Oops, there's a bit of a sack in there. Okay, so we've got a bun in the oven and various bread loaves and things up on the shelves. Some muffins and croissants and things. And that slots together perfectly and fits together as a corner piece, just like that. Lovely. I'd recommend painting those separately and then sticking them together. And it comes with loads of accessories. Whoop! Mayhem. Sacks of grains, flour, anything you want really. And these can be exchanged and used in other sets as well, obviously. Put into carts and things. Valuable goods, sacks of gold, could be anything. Just make some room here. Stack of wood to go in the bakery oven. So handy. Also great for obstacles and terrain on the game board. Bags of flour or grain or oats or beans. Narcotics even. This one's sealed. It's got some different stuff in there. It's even got a patch on there. Just the detail, as I say. You'll hear me saying this over and over. A crate. Even, and I should mention, if you look on the inside, there's grain on the inside as well. Beautiful. So well done. And a stack of flour. Hopefully this is picking up the texture on these sacks. And just a couple more. So, quite a lot in that kit, really. Excellent value for money. And the shipping, even from Russia to here, was quite reasonable. Next we have the bedroom kit. This is $13 for all that I'm about to show you. Beautiful dresser. All that grain detail. There's a couple of different, I imagine a couple of pours of resin. Different batches of resin here. Got that homemade feel. Lovely. Really nice. Sits really well. Such a good design. The bed detail. Oh, sumptuous. Now I've got a lot of respect for people who make their own beds and things, but come on. Look at the tassels on that. The comforter and the shirt. The stitching on the mattresses and things. Just massive detail. So good. Homey feel to it. Nice iron-bound chest there with hinges. Or hinge lines. Nice. Simple but effective. Looks really good painted. To go with each of the 2 beds that come in the set. This one's got a book. And some rolled pillows. Tassels on the blankies. Little standers. See, that looks like a real bed. That's really nice. And another chest to go with that one as well. What else we got? We got beer stand. This is $16 for the set. Look at those sausages. Little kegs of liqueurs maybe? Wines? Just such a busy little scene there. And it's just a wall piece. Any sort of shop or things. And this has got a couple of stand pieces. They just sit nicely to hold this large keg. Came in 2 parts. I've already glued this together prior to me painting it. And that just sits on there snugly. Okay, next we have, this is the Beast Hunter Reading Corner. This is $22 for this whole set. And the details are just mind-blowing. So we've got this writing desk. Or document store. Scribing and reading desk. It's got an ink pot and a quill. Bookmarked page on his tome. A couple of scrolled. Now these are proper rolled scrolls. This is not a cylinder. This is you can see the individual page rolled up on this. That's hard to do. And look at the sumptuous detail on this shelf. Aren't you just itching to paint that? See the individual rolled scrolls there? That dragon head, the bottles. Just fantastic. Such amazing work. It's going to be such a joy to paint this. It's even got like a foot claw or something up there. But there's not just one of those shelves. There's two. Get it the right way. Here we go. Different shelf. Another claw. Another skull. Another head. Bottles. Things. All sorts. And the metal accents and things on the drawers and the little brackets on the shelving, just the attention to detail is what really impresses me. Such a great design. Such a joy to own that. And a nice comfy chair. I'll try and focus on that. It's padded. Something you could sit at for quite some time, reading and scribing. Just sits in front of the reading desk. So, certainly starting to stock up my desk here. Next up, this is the, it looks like a farmer's tool set. Stand with farming tools, $8.50. And it also comes with another couple of pieces. Just love the clean lines on that. Into any house. Comes with a nice crate, again with all those fine wood details, and another stack of wood. No peasant's shack is complete without a stack of wood. Okay, and this set it fits in nicely with campaign pieces that I have planned and lining up that I can use for all sorts of different things. And it's the D&amp Temple Base Relief Set version 1. It's only $6.50 for all these pieces, and it's a high detail accessory set for ruins or arcane constructs and things. I mean, you could use this for all sorts of things, even sci-fi type settings and things. But I'm going to put these in some dwarven ruins, artificers' ruins. Perhaps they're the original intelligences of a factory that produces Warforged, or they're arcane guardians, talking heads, that sort of thing. Maybe trap units. Answer some questions, or they'll unleash fire and acid upon you. Really great. Good concept. Excellent design. Well executed. Very clean. Very complicated. Lots of lovely painting accents there. Okay, now I need to clear some room here because we're about to go out in the wilderness. And for this next set here, this is the $27 US for this whole set here. I'll try and get them all in without it going everywhere. There's lots of little pieces. Whoop! Yeah, they've gone all over the place. Hang on, one's on the floor. Just a sec. This is the Bandits Camp. As I say, $27 US for all of the details you see here. Who doesn't want a good Bandits Camp? Just the details on this tent. It's incredible. It's got a fur rug on the fur piece on the top there. Patches, tassels. Definitely been rolled up and carried. It's got little rocks on the sides there. Some equipment lying on the side. Little fur rug on the fur inner liner. Just great. Set that down anywhere. Another tent. Same deal. Nice rocks. I just love the rocks. Beautiful. Definitely looks like hide. And this is one of the simple bedrolls. Simple. Just fantastic. And this one's looks like a religious figure, a cleric perhaps. The holy symbol there. Some equipment is piled up like a shirt for a pillow. There's sheets. If you ever wondered what an adventurous bedroll looks like. And here we have, looks like a fighter type. He's got an amulet, sword, shield resting on his spot. His gear. Really cool. So furs and skins and leathers and things that you'd use for like horse coverings in the rain and things. This looks like either a spellcaster or a rogue. Maybe even a bard. A bard's probably got something more ostentatious, surely. Last one. Another simple one. Could be one of the retainers of the party. And we've got a couple of logs of wood there. You've got the grain, split grain. That's great. A couple of those. Oh, yeah. Pumpkin. Whoa! A pumpkin or a gourd. Really good. Little bowl. Plates. Some shields. A couple of those. Some spare bedrolls. There's a few of those. Just in case it gets really nippy, really cold. Another log. Sorry about the focus. And here we have one of the cauldron type buckets. Bucket, cauldron, cook pot. A plate. Little pouch. Herbs, spices, gold, jewels. Who knows? Everything on this table is lootable. Now the fireplace. I really like the fireplace design. Here we have, that's the base piece there. And if you add to it, so we've got a piece here for when you're first sort of starting the fire. So just a few fresh bits of timber with some flames licking out the top there, like a low fire. And that slots in there. Nice. Or a larger fire, fully blazing. That slots in there too. Nice. On the watch, maybe. And we've got the bucket that can sit in there, heating up some water or after dinner. Or a bubbling full bucket full of stew. It sits in there nicely. So you can really tell the story of what time of night it was or something, just according to the fire. And another sack of goods. A couple of sacks. Another little empty pouch there. So, altogether, yeah, fully equipped. Oh, and the spare shield. Fully equipped bandits campsite. Oh, and one last bedroll with a concealed knife on the inside there. Really great. It's going to be great joy to paint those. So I don't know really what else you'd want with a bandit set. That's pretty much everything is included. Just to add some pack animals. Just for scale here, I'm going to grab a couple of miniatures. What have I got on hand? Let's see. I'll just fossil around here and get something that I'm painting at the moment. Oh, here we go. Greebly monster crawls up in the middle of the night. Blah! Some sort of winged demon type thing coming out in the depths of the night to prey upon the sleepers. So it's perfectly scaled for 28mm scale miniatures. And what else have I got? I think I've got a proper 28mm scale. Oh, here we go. It's a 3D printed adventurer that I got from a bunch of STL files. Standing next to the dresser here. See it's yeah, perfectly proportionate. Really great. Fits everything nicely. 2 thumbs up. We'll definitely shop from this shop again. Heartily recommend you get stuff from them. Remember, it's just a couple of people. A wonderful artist and her partner who are making these and casting them as fast as they can as the orders come in. So there may be some delays if a ton of people order them, which I heartily recommend everybody does so. All right, thanks for listening, everybody. I'll catch you again later.